how to have a sexy marriage with kids. I think that a sexy marriage starts with a confident woman. Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome back. So I don't have any wine for this wine webcam Wednesday. I drink it all Monday and Tuesday, so next time. So here's an imaginary cheers, ding. I feel like I forever have a pile of laundry behind me or like near me. I asked you guys to leave a comment with suggestions for the next topic. So for those of you that may not know, I am married with 5 kids, 4 of my own and my stepson. I want to start off by saying I think that there is this ridiculous amount of pressure to like uphold this, sexy, passionate sex life. And what I have found is that the reality of it is it can't be like that every day. When we come to be okay with that, then I think, we can really relax and then create space. Effort and action, I think, are probably the 2 biggest things for me. I'm very, very big on like self-care routines. When I feel my best, I can bring that to the marriage. When I'm in for me personally, it's my feminine power. So I have rituals, that, I have certain days of the week where I shave my legs. I take care of my skin. And not even so much like for him, it benefits him, because when I feel good, it benefits everyone, right? When you feel good, that goes and flows out. When I put myself together and, I've created these routines so I feel sexy. How we feel about ourselves and how we carry ourselves, how we dress ourselves, all of that, it affects our relationships, whether we want to acknowledge that or not. So I think it's just important to focus on you first, and if there's something lacking in your marriage, take action. Do something about it. Run your husband, a bubble bath, light candles, and the things that you're expecting to be done for you, do for him. I think that you can't have a sexy marriage without a confident woman. I'm not saying if you're not confident right now that you're not sexy, but if you don't feel it, then it doesn't really matter, So just really getting to know your own feminine power and how that plays a role in your marriage, I think is huge. I think it's so healthy to have conversations. Can I be doing this better? Do you like this? Because we're always changing, right? Your husband may be into something new that you don't even know about, so you have to have those open conversations and say, I'm into this, or I think I want to try this. Be open to trying new things. And I think my biggest tip, ladies, is don't wait for your husband to make the move. Don't wait for him to be romantic. And that's another thing that we have it all screwed up. We grow up watching these movies that, create these romantic partners, and here we are wanting this picture perfect romance, and it just doesn't work like that. If you want romance in your relationship, you have to create it, and you can't wait for your partner to do that. And it goes the same way for him. Men, believe it or not, they do like romance. They do want that. They do crave that just as much as we do. So I think it's important to take initiative. Beginning of me and my husband's relationship, I had asked him, I said, are you submissive or are you more dominant? And he's more of a submissive person. And I'm like, I'm submissive too. And this is such an important conversation, I think, to have with your sexual partner, especially like if you're living together, because you can't have 2 submissive people. You can, but you need to have the conversation, because what happens when you have 2 submissive people that are kind of waiting for someone else to dominate the other, they're both waiting, and then that can create loneliness in the relationship. So it's really important to get to know, like, hey, if you're submissive and I'm submissive, we're really going to have to do the work to initiate sexy time. Let go of all the pressure of like what passion is supposed to look like. Get rid of everything what good sex is supposed to look like, or what this is supposed to look like. Clear those thoughts out, create that space to create something that works for the two of you. I think outside input can be such a negative thing in relationships, especially when it comes to like sex, because what can happen is you hear your friends' stories about their sex life, and if it's like hot and heavy and this and that, and you're not getting that in your relationship, you can feel very lonely. You can start to compare, your relationship to theirs and what's wrong in yours. And when really nothing's wrong, you just have to take action. So if you want the romance, if you want that sexy time, create it. Don't wait for the other person. You have your own imagination, you have your own desires, and those need to be expressed, I think, to your partner. And it's all about creating quality time and just creating this space. And again, just really backing off of the pressure of you need to be having this, incredible, wild, passionate sex all of the time. I think we need to be more focused on like mental stimulation, because once you're mentally stimulated, I feel like everything else falls into place. This is a nice little conversation. Maybe we can pick back up. If you guys have any questions or want to start like more conversations in this realm, comment down below. And yeah, I gotta go check on the kids. Peace.